Hello everyone, this is Shivagami from SNS College of Engineering. As I am an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, here my students are going to explain the real-time example in the concept of exception handling in Java programming language. Let's see the topic. Before we going to learn about exception handling, we know what is meant by exception. Exception also the error. There are two types of exceptions. One is the compile time error, the another one is runtime error. That runtime error is called as the exception. The compile time exception means if suppose we have any syntax error in that program, it will shows the compile time error, or otherwise some errors are occurring in our runtime. In that runtime errors are called as the exception. It's okay. Let's see our topic.
I am Nitishri from first year IT department. Today I am going to talk about exceptional handling. What is exceptional handling? Exceptional handling is the way to handle the errors that occurs while a program is running. Is it important? Yes, exceptional handling is very important because it prevents the program crash. It helps to make the user-friendly codes, and it helps to show the user-friendly error messages, and it makes the code safer and easier to fix. What is exactly an exception? Exception is equal to an error. Example, if we divide a number with 0, if we divide by 0, for example, let's take a number like 9. If 9 is divided by 0, it is an infinite. It doesn't read the code. So it is not a found. It founds an error, and it is not a valid input, and it is a file not found exception. Types of exception is user defined exception and predefined exception.
Hi everyone, I am Surya. Now I am going to speak about try and catch block. First of all, try block is a normal block where the exceptions are handled. It is a code of block where we are handling the exceptions, and the catch block, it is used to catch the exceptions which are occurs in the code of block. Especially both are usually in exception handling. And now we are going to speak about final block. It's a normal block, but it's the code of the block always executed after the execution of try and catch block. Throw keyword, which is used to explicitly throw an exception, and throws, though both are having difference. Even the name is similar, but both are having a difference. Throw is just used to explicitly throw an exception, but throws is used to we already declare an exception because of the code as the error.
Next, we are going to see the case study. The question is, a student is working on a math assignment and needs a divide the number quickly. Instead of using calculator, they open the app and enter 82 as the numerator and 7 as the denominator. They tap the divide button and app instantly show the result 12. Later, the student tries to divide 50 by 0. But the app displays on error message. Cannot divide by 0. This helps the student avoid the mistake and save them during the calculations. The app becomes a handle tool for quick and go division task. Let's explain.
So now let's see the syntax for the exception handling. The syntax is we're using a try block, which code that may cause an error, and then we're using a catch block. This shows the exception type, and E, which is a subject, and then we are using a catch block, and here we are saying that exception type and E, which is a object for the exception, and here we code what do the if an error happens, and then we are using a finally block that code that runs no matter what we are giving an errors. So now let's see the program for this case study. First we are giving an import java.util.scanner, which java.util is a package, and for this package we are using the class name scanner. In that we have given public class division app, which is division app is a class name. Then we are giving a main function, which is a public static void main and string arguments. For next that we are using a scanner for For the scanner class, we are using a scanner object. Scanner s is equal to new scanner with system.in we have given. Then we are giving a try block, which after that we are giving a system.out.println, which is a printing statement. So first we are trying to enter the first number, and then we are storing that first number in a variable a, which has a data type integer. So we are giving an int a, which is equal to sc.next int. After that we are giving another statement, printing statement, which is system.out.println, and then we are saying that enter the second number. Then we are storing the second number in a variable b, which also has the data type integer. So int b is equal to sc.next int. Next we are giving the int result, which is equal to a by b. In this we can give any type of numbers, which is like integer. For example, a can be a 5 or b can be a 5, whatever. But suppose we have given b as a 0, then it creates an error. Next we have given a system.out.println for the result, to print a result. Then we have given a catch block. It shows an arithmetic exception E, where I have already said that E is the object for the exception. In that I have given the printing statement, the system.out.println. It says that you can't divide by 0, and then we are closing the scanner package by using a scanner class by using sc.close. Why here they given you can't divide by 0? Because we have given the variable b, which contains the 0 value. Let's see the another simple example for the array index out of bounds. Here they have given a case study like a teacher tries to access a student's score scored in an array of marks. However, an invalid index is used, one that exceeds the array length. This causes an array index out of bound exception at runtime. The proper index checks can prevent such errors and ensures the safe access to data. Let's see the program. Here I have given a public class student score, which is a class name. Student score is a class name. Then I have given a main function, public static void main, string arguments. In that I have initialized the score in an integer data type, int scores, and it contains the integers, or it contains the numbers like 85, 19, 78 and 92, or the numbers that stored in the scores which is a variable. Then I have given a try block. In that I have given a printing statement, system.out.println, which prints student scores. And then I have given a catch block, which shows the array index out of bounds exception, and E. E is the object for the exception. And then I have given a printing statement, system.out.println, that I have printed the printing statement that error tried to access a score that doesn't exist, because if in the score variable it contains only in the score variable it contains only the 4 elements, but they have given a 5 index, which doesn't matches the index. So it occurs an error, which is a array index out of bounds exception. Then I have given a printing statement, system.out.println, which exception message, where E get message. Finally I uses a finally block. In that I have given a printing statement, end of the score is 100 up, which it always executes the code whether an exception occurs or not.
Hey dears, if you have any doubts, you can ask a question to them.
Hi, I'm Sri Lakshmi. So, can I ask it out, Surya? I always confused between throw and throws. Can you explain this in simple terms?
First of all, both the keywords are used in try and catch blocks. If you know there's a definitely an exception is cause, you can easily throw using throw. Throw is a normal keyword which is used to throw and explicit exceptions. And throws is literally different from the throw keyword. You can easily get different when you are using declaring exceptions that a method might throw. It's mostly used in method signification.
Hi Nitya, I'm Haripriya. So I have a doubt. So what is the purpose of finally block and it is necessary for verify the catch block?
Yes, hi Priya. It is important to use the finally block because finally block is used to close the program and it always execute regardless whether an exception throws or not. And the finally block always executes or followed by the try and catch block. Hope you all understand the concept of exceptional handling. Thank you.